For whatever reason, Texans fans think the Texans are in a rebuild. Now, we're not only going to talk about if the Texans are in a rebuild today, we're going to talk about a few other topics. Now, first thing I'm going to start off is the trade. The trade that happened yesterday. The Texans sent defensive tackle Eli Anku to the Cowboys for a 2022 7th round pick. Now, in my opinion, that is a legit Madden type of move where you trade back of the roster players. Like Eli Anku, dude never played a snap with the Texans. The Texans got a 7th round pick. In my opinion, that's a good move. I mean, he was not going to play either way. You got so many defensive linemen. You have Omenihu, Blacklock, Dunn, Watkins, Watt. You got many more. You got all these guys. So that's a good move. You get a pick from a guy like Eli Anku. And the Cowboys, they're literally just got robbed of a 7th round pick. Like, dude's not good. He's not good. But yeah, those were just my opinions on that trade. Yeah, I thought it was just a decent trade. I mean, literally a Madden type of move. But yeah, let's get on to the next topic, the big one. Are the Texans in a rebuild? Nope, the Texans are not in a rebuild. The Texans are doing something that's called a reload. This is a reloading season for the Texans. The Texans currently have no coach. No coach. They're not going to make the playoffs this season. They're 1-6. Their season is over. And they're not making the playoffs. They're reloading. Next year, they'll be in the playoffs as long as they get the coaching hire right. If they get a good guy like a Joe Brady, an Eric Bieniemy, a Matt Eberflus, then they'll be in the playoffs. So they get a moron like a Dan Quinn or a Adam Gase, which probably won't happen because Adam Gase probably won't get fired because the Jets owner is bad. Yeah, if they do that, then yeah, it might be more of the same. But as long as they get the coaching hire right, they'll be in the playoffs. And a lot of people are complaining about the Laramie Tunsil trade. Okay, look, bro. Do you want your quarterback to be protected on both his blind sides, or on his blind side, my bad, or do you want him to get killed because Julian Davenport can't handle the assignment? No, you want him to be safe on that side. So what do? You got to get a good left tackle. Not only a good one, you got to get a great left tackle. And that's what Tunsil is. Dude is arguably the best left tackle in football. You got Ronnie Stanley, David Bakhtiari, and Tunsil. Those guys, in my opinion, they're the top 3. Tunsil, look at his season so far. 0 sacks, 1 penalty, which shouldn't have been a penalty. Like, dude didn't even touch him. That shouldn't have been a penalty. But yeah, 0 sacks, 1 penalty, no pressures. Dude is having a great year. No other defensive or offensive lineman, period. Not a guard, not a center, not a tackle would be able to put up those numbers. And Tunsil is putting those numbers up. So stop complaining about the Tunsil trade. Now, another thing. A lot of people are saying, oh my God, the Texans are going to suck for a while because they don't have draft picks. Bro, first of all, majority of the draft picks that majority of the players that people select with first-round draft picks are busts. I can name 5 off the top of my head. Mitchell Trubisky, John Ross, Eric Fisher, Vernon Hargraves, and Solomon Thomas. Those are 5. You want more? Laquan Treadwell. You want more? Corey Coleman. Bro, like, the Texans don't need draft picks to be successful. Here's another thing. How many players have been selected in the later rounds and they're doing great? Some people weren't even drafted. Look at A.J. Boye. Look at Arian Foster. Look at Russell Wilson. Look at Tom Brady. Look at Bobby Wagner. All those guys were... Look at Richard Sherman. All those guys were selected in later rounds and they're doing really good. There's another guy in the league right now that's doing a good job that was selected in the later round. Darnell Mooney with the Bears. He's doing a good job. Like, bro, you don't need draft picks to be successful. Not only this, after this upcoming draft in 2021, the Texans have plenty of picks. After this year, in 2022, they have a first-round pick, a second-round pick, a third-round pick, 2 fourth-round picks, a fifth-round pick, a sixth-round pick, and now 2 seventh-round picks after this trade that just went down yesterday. They have picks. And not only this, bro, yes, the Texans might not have a first or second round pick, but in the number of draft picks, they have plenty of picks. They have a third round pick, 3 fourth round picks, a fifth round pick, 2 sixth round picks, and a seventh round pick. That's 8 draft picks. They still have plenty of draft picks. And if you're one of those people saying, oh my God, no coach is going to come to the Texans because they don't have a first or second round pick, that is dumb. Any coach would come to this team because you have Deshaun Watson. You have draft picks, man. You have 8 draft picks to work with. They all don't have to be in the first round. Look at the Seahawks. They always draft first round busts. Look at LJ Collier. Dude's nowhere to be seen. Look at Jordan Brooks. Dude's done nothing. Well, we still have to see about Jordan Brooks. Those guys so far haven't done anything in their career. Look at DK Metcalf. Look at Russell Wilson. Guys they've selected in the later rounds have been good. Look at the Rams. They haven't had a first-round pick in forever. Look at them. They're 5-2. You don't need first-round picks to succeed. Now, here's another thing. People are complaining, oh my God, they have the highest payroll in the league. Oh my God, they're going to suck. There's plenty of moves you could make right off the top of my head that could save you a bunch of cap space. Cutting David Johnson. Cutting J.J. Watt. Cutting or trading Duke Johnson. Trading Whitney Merciless. Cutting Brandon Dunn. Those moves all save cap space. Bro, cap space is so easy to manipulate. Look at the Rams. Look at the Vikings. The Vikings their whole secondary was just a mess with the salary. They got him out of there in like 2 months. The Rams, it only took a few players to get off their team, like Todd Gurley and Brendan Cooks, to save some cap space, and they're fine. They were able to sign Robert Woods to an extension, Cooper Kupp to an extension, Jalen Ramsey to an extension. They're looking good. They still have some cap space to work with over these next few years. Bro, look, cap space is so easy to manipulate. The Texans are expected to get more cap space. The Texans are fine in the cap space department. Texans aren't in a rebuild. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about, these Texans coaches, man. Every single one of them needs to go. Tim Kelly, dude is atrociously bad. Can't call plays to save his life. This dude has David Johnson running up the gut every single play. He has David Johnson running every single play. You don't run the ball. David Johnson is a scrub. He is not good. You pass the ball to Cooks, Fuller, Stills, or Cobb, or even the tight ends, or even Duke Johnson, or you even do quarterback design runs with Watson. Nope. Tim Kelly doesn't want to do that. Anthony Weaver, dude is trash. Dude is absolutely trash. At the beginning of the season, he was doing a good job, but now he sucks. Look at what he let Tennessee put up on him. Look at what he let Green Bay put up on him. He is trash. Look at what he let Kirk Cousins put up on him. He is trash. Mike Devlin sucks. Danny Barrett, all these other guys suck. Every single one of them needs to go. Now, here's another thing. People are saying the Texans have no young talent. That's really, really ironic because they have a lot of talent, young talent. On the defense, mostly on the defense, but on the offense, I only see two guys. Max Sharping and Titus Howard. Titus Howard, dude's a top-tier right tackle. Dude has shut down T.J. Watt. He's shut down Calais Campbell. He limited Frank Clark when he was coming off of a knee injury. So he's good. He shut down Preston Smith this past week. He has some tough matchups coming in. Later in the year, he's got to face Myles Garrett and Khalil Mack. He'll probably shut down Khalil Mack because, Khalil Mack's not godly tier. And he probably will also shut down Myles Garrett because dude's a top tier right tackle, even though Myles Garrett's literally a top 3 defensive player in the league. But, yeah. He'll probably limit Myles Garrett because Myles Garrett's really, really good. But yeah. Texans have young talent on the offense, and on defense, oh my god, dude. Charles Omenihu, Ross Blacklock, Jacob Martin, Jonathan Grenard, Lonnie Johnson, Justin Reed, Zach Cunningham. I'm probably forgetting some guys too, bro. They have they have a lot of young talent on that defense, bro. But Anthony Weaver doesn't know how to use them. Which brings up another thing. Play your young players, man. Max Sharping, he's riding the bench because Sunil Kelemeta is practicing better than him. Guess what? No one cares. Any other team. Doesn't matter if some trash Sunil Kelemeta is practicing better than their amazing left guard. They don't care. They do not care. They will play their young left guard. But you're over here benching Max Sharping because Sunil Kelemeta is practicing better than him? You're over here saying Ross Blacklock can't play because he's not a veteran? You're over here benching Jonathan Grenard for Brennan Scarlett? It's so dumb. This whole coaching staff needs to go. It's this Bill O'Brien New England thing. Gotta stay away from New England guys, which brings up another thing. Fire Jack Easterby for the 300 billionth time. Fire him. Yeah, you just can't have these New England guys, man. They're just dumb. This whole New England thing is not working out. Look at Matt Patricia. Look at Bill O'Brien. The only guy that I think is doing a decent job for himself is Brian Flores. He has his Miami Dolphins at 3-3. Everybody else sucks. The Patriots are 2-4. They're not this team you copy, so that's why you gotta fire Jack Easterby for the 300 billionth time. But yeah, brings us back to the topic about play your young players, man. Lonnie Johnson. That's how you stunt the growth of a player. You move him from corner to safety when he's practicing as a corner. That's That's how you break players' growth. You need Lonnie at corner. And Anthony Weaver's over here saying, oh, well, we'd be doing Lonnie a disjustice if we moved him back to corner. Bro, we already did him a disjustice by moving him to safety, dummy. That's why all these coaches need to go. Mike Devlin, dude, sucks. Danny Barrett, dude, I mean, he's like, what, the running back coach? I mean, he's okay, I guess, because Carlos Hyde, but everybody else sucks. Ross Blacklock got an in-house suspension just because he was playing a snap and he punched a dude. No other team does that, man. Look at all these rookies on other teams playing good. Chase Young, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Justin Jefferson, Chase Claypool, and many, many more are playing amazing. For their team, a fifth-round pick, or I think he's a fifth-round pick, Darnell Mooney, dude's playing really good. He's a starter for the Bears. If Chase Young was on the Texans right now, he'd be benched. Why? Because he's a young player, and this coaching staff hates young players. You've even seen Anthony Weaver say, I'm not high on rookies, man. That's why all these guys need to go. It's annoying how other teams are starting young players and they're not. Like, that's dumb. That's dumb. This entire coaching staff needs to be fired. And it starts with Jack Easterby. The only guy that I'd be okay with staying on the Texans is Romeo Crennel, because I feel like Romeo could be a little bit of like a help for this next head coach, which is hopefully Joe Brady, which I'll make a video on later. But yeah. Bro, fire Jack Easterby. The whole coaching staff needs to be fired. Now, next thing we'll talk about, and the last thing we'll talk about, the trade rumors. J.J. Watt, Kenny Stills, and Will Fuller. We'll talk about them. Let's start off with the big one. Will Fuller. No, he's not getting traded. Next one. All right, yeah. He's not getting traded. Yeah, maybe the Packers might have interest in him, but the Texans aren't going to trade Will Fuller. Dude is good. He is elite. He is a very good wide receiver. Him, Cooks, and Cobb form a very good wide receiver duo. So, no, Will Fuller's not getting traded. Big one, J.J. Watt. I want him to get traded, man. J.J., good player, very good player, but he's not the face of the franchise, man. Not anymore. The face of the franchise is Deshaun Watson. No. The face of the franchise for the Texans is Deshaun Watson and Brian Anger. Like, bro, I'm just playing, not Brian Anger, but yeah. Face of the franchise is Deshaun Watson, man. You can't. JJ, his value's only going to go down. You got to trade him now, man. You got to trade JJ, man. He's on the down part of his career. You got to trade him. Next guy, Kenny Stills. Trade him, man. If you're not going to use him, then why have him on your team? Trade him. Trade him for a third or fourth round pick. Kenny Stills is a very good player. He's trapped on the team. You know, maybe if he went to a team like the Eagles or the Packers, he could succeed there. So, yeah. And I know I said this would be the last thing I was going to talk about, but we're going to talk about one more thing that kind of correlates with the young players. Every single week in the beginning of the year, at least when O'Brien was there, Jonathan Grenard was inactive, and this past week, what's his name? John Reed was inactive. Charlie Heck, okay, yes, he hasn't played a snap this year, but he's not good, so, I mean, that's okay. But the other guys, Jonathan Grenard and John Reed, you gotta play him, man. John Reed is your next best corner. John Reed is your next best corner. You gotta play him, man. Play your young players. Play him. Jonathan Grenard, play him. He's good. Play him. Grenard is gonna be a good player. Play him. See what he's got. I mean, it's a lost season anyway. You got nothing to lose. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my video. See you guys in my next video.